Although we've been sitting here now for the next about 20 minutes.
All right. So, Chrissy, you can ask it if you want. Why did you choose to not go to the church in the Mount Pleasant community and go to the Church Memorial in Philadelphia?
Okay. As a child, I was a member of the church in the community. I believe I joined when I was maybe 12 years old, I guess. I had been there all my life and, had my children and just believed that with my spiritual growth that I was at a point where I needed more. I wanted more. And I just remember praying to the Lord many, many times to release me. I want to be obedient to the Lord. I want to be obedient. That's, I guess, basically the main thing. So I prayed about it and kept praying, and the Lord, He wouldn't answer. He wasn't answering. He wasn't releasing me. I didn't feel within myself that it was time for me to leave. I don't know why, but I know I made the right decision. The Lord finally released me after I stopped asking. I had finally stopped asking. I had finally resigned myself to say, no, this is where you are. This is where you're going to stay. And I had a dream one night that I was sitting on a car. It was convertible. The red convertible.
You were sitting on the car?
I was sitting on the car, like Miss America, you know how they have the different pads and stuff, or maybe not Miss America, but how they have the different parades and waving. So I remember sitting on a car, and it was red. And I do dream in color. Some people don't, but I do. I dream in color. And I can change my dreams. If I'm having a bad one and I don't like it, I know and I can change it.
That's pretty cool. I wish I could do that.
Yeah. Not all the time, but sometimes. I've done it before.
Okay.
But anyway, so I had this dream that I was sitting on a red car. It was a beautiful sunny day. The breeze was just blowing and we were going kind of slow. And I remember that there was somebody sitting next to me to my right. I never saw the person.
Male or female?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know who it was.
Okay.
And there was a person driving the car. Obviously, someone had to be driving. I don't know who it was. I didn't see them.
Okay.
But I remember looking up and I saw a giraffe. And you know how long giraffes have their long necks? I love giraffes. They're one of my favorite animals. I just think they're so regal and just beautiful and so graceful. And I remember seeing the giraffe. But the thing about the giraffe was he had a tie on his neck.
Okay.
And the tie was, and of course, as I said, we're sitting on the car and we're following the giraffe. So the tie was on the back of the giraffe's neck. So you know how you have a tie and it's this way. Back. And the colors were just so spectacular. They were so crisp and they were blue and silver and white and just really bold and beautiful. And I remember seeing that and thinking, wow, look at this. We're riding along and riding along. And I remember I happened to look down to the ground and I saw the tie was off. The giraffe had taken off the tie. So the tie was off, but it wasn't like, when you're throwing your tie off or whatever. It wasn't like, they threw it like that. It was like it was folded. So it was like folded like neatly. It wasn't like skewn all over. So I'm thinking about that and I'm thinking like, why is the giraffe have his tie on? So I'm thinking and I'm saying, put the tie on. Why do you take the tie off? So we're still going and we're still following the giraffe, and then the giraffe veered to the right. So we're not following the giraffe, we're going straight. So we're going straight and the giraffe is going this way, and I'm saying, where are we going? Why aren't we following the giraffe? He's going that way, let's go this way. So we're going straight, and then all of a sudden we veer to the right. And I remember looking over at the giraffe. So the giraffe was on this side, and we're on this side. So we're parallel to one another. And then that was all I remember. So then I woke up, and I have dreams. I'm a dreamer, so I have a lot of dreams. But I remember thinking about that, like, what was that about? I don't know if either one of you dreamed, but I remember thinking about that.
I have some crazy dreams.
Thinking, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, was trying to figure out, like, what did that mean? I knew it was symbolic in a lot of different ways because of the blues, signifying heaven and white purity and silver and, all that kind of stuff. And then I finally figured out, the Lord revealed to me that the tie was the tie that I had between my pastor and myself.
Oh, okay.
And that it was gone. The connection is gone.
Right.
But it wasn't thrown away, like there wasn't, animosity in that regard. It was neatly folded. So to me, it signifies, that in leaving, it's not going to be something that's scattered. It's going to be something that's, neatly put in place. And then also that I would see him again. That's what I figured out. So that's what the Lord gave me.
That's really interesting. That's really
what I thought. So with that, I believe that was the time for me to leave.
Okay.
So I let my pastor know that I was leaving. Of course, he, tried to get me to stay and wondered where I was going. And at that time, I didn't really know where I was going. I thought I was going to end up somewhere, and I actually ended up somewhere else. I actually attended a school in Philadelphia, a Christian education school. And I remember sitting in class, and I heard 3 times someone saying, "That's your pastor, that's your pastor, that's your pastor." So that was it. And it just came like that. And I didn't even know where the man was. I didn't know what church he belonged to. I mean, he could have been in Jersey or something,
Right. So do you and your family go to church every Sunday?
I do. My husband is a trustee at the church in the community.
Okay.
He doesn't go every Sunday, but he does go quite frequently.
You're very involved.
I'm very involved. He's semi, kind of involved. Being the trustee in the church, as far as taking care of the structure and anything happening and light bulbs and kind of things like that, furnace and of course handling the money.
Right.
That's his main responsibility.
So were your parents very involved in church?
My father was, and actually, again, he grew up in the community, but he didn't go to the church in the community. He went to another one on the other side of Wayne.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that Wayne split, but he went to another one on the other side of Wayne. And my mom did not attend, but she made sure that we had attended.
So your father made sure that you and your sister...
Well, my father wasn't the one. It was my mother who was the one that made sure that we went. Yeah.
Okay.